Hey guys, Ratman here. I'm at my dad's right now, so I don't have my computer set up and whatnot, so I'm actually recording this on my phone. But if I also seem tired and whatnot, it's because my Adderall is fading, so I'm going through Adderall crash right now. But I realized this really cool thing and I wanted to talk about it. So when you're making a game for Steam, Steam has this cool feature called Steam Cloud. And you've probably seen it if you own any Steam games, plenty of Steam games use Steam Cloud because it's what it sounds like. It's a cloud service run by Steam so that you can allow players, for instance, if I enable Steam Cloud for my game, that means I can save files to the cloud of my game. Every game has a specific cloud, I believe. And so you can save files to this cloud. And so if a person gets a new computer and re-downloads your game, it'll also grab files from the Steam Cloud to put into, you know, onto their computer so that their save file saves across uh, the cloud pretty much. So instead of having to replay an entire game to get back to where they were previously, they can just have their save file ready. But there's a cool thing called Steam Shared Cloud. What this allows to have happen is that, like I said, every game has its own Steam cloud. However, you can actually set games to have a shared cloud. So you could have two games, and then you'd pretty much say, so we have game one and game two. You could have game two have the same Steam cloud ID as game one, therefore meaning they would share the same cloud. Now, what this really cool thing allows you to do is you could have a so in game one, let's say a player goes through a level. Let's say it's a first person shooter game. So player one plays through a level in game one. And since it's a first person shooter, they can pick up guns, drop guns, uh, shoot bullet holes through walls and whatnot. And now a cool feature would be if a player shoots a wall, you could save exactly where those bullet holes are in the wall. You could save the X, Y, and Z position of those bullet holes. And then another thing you could do is, let's say a player runs out of ammo in a gun, so they go to pick up a different gun and they drop the gun that has no ammo onto the ground. You could then save exactly which gun they dropped and its X, Y, and Z position on the ground of that level. So now they've played through this level in game one. That all of that information gets saved to the Steam cloud, and then game two shares that cloud. You could then allow for game two to read the save data of game one. They wouldn't even have to have game one installed. You could have it read the save data from the Steam cloud, and then this is the really cool part. You could then have all of that data be reloaded into the level. Let's say in game two, you have them go back to that level. It's the future now. So game one takes place 2011, game two takes place 2012. So then in game two, they're going back to that location, and you can have everything that happened in that location saved. So they can go back through and see the bullet holes that they left in game one. They can go back through and see the guns that they dropped from game one, which would be really cool, and it would add to the immersion of your levels. Obviously, there's more ways you could go about this. Technically an infinite number of ways you could, go about using this idea of using save data from a previous game to add immersion to a sequel of that game. Uh, but yeah, that was just something that popped into my head when I was doing some research for my game. And I don't have any games planned in the near future or even the far future that would be that this idea would be useful for, but it does make me want to make a game just so I can make a sequel to that game and have something like that happen because I just think that would be a really cool thing. So yeah, uh, I'll probably when I get back to my mom's and I'm at my computer and whatnot, I'll probably upload a video where I explain this a little bit better uh, and whatnot. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.